Yeah, so this is definitely it.
Okay.
Victor D. No, does it? Darzan. All right. Do you want me to do any talking? Or you
Yeah, talk.
Okay. Are you
Read
on
it.
now?
Read it.
Okay. I don't know exactly who this is, but the last name is the same as my dad's mom, Ranson. And this is Louisa F. Moody and Victor Darain, or something like that. It's a French name. And Louisa was born in 1869 and died in 1934. And Victor looks like he died earlier in 1907.
Born when?
And in 1857.
Okay.
So he was 12 years older than she was. And I'm trying to put it together and figure out how they're all related to me. And I've seen in writing that these names before that my mom had gotten on the history of my dad's family. So I know that I'm in the right graveyard, the right cemetery. And if we go over here, I don't know if this is coincidence, but
there's
I have
another Ranson there.
Okay, now that's Ranson. You can barely read it, and I don't see a date on it, but I don't see anything on this side. So this is looking like a little bit older, but I happen to have a sister named Martha. Martha Neale, that's my last name, spelled correctly. And I don't know how she's related to us, but maybe that's my mom, because 1942 is about right, but she...
Your grandmother.
Yeah, but her name was not... That might be it. That might be it. But I thought she went back using her name Ranson, but maybe she kept the name Neale, because my dad and her were divorced. So maybe this is it, because 1942 is about the right time.
Okay.
So maybe that's my grandmother's grave. I'll have to check with my sisters or my mom and see if they can piece all this together and say, yeah. Actually, the Martha sounds... Oh, you know what it is? Martha Ranson Neale. I bet this is my grand. Bet this is it. That makes sense. The R is her maiden name.
Yep.
And she was buried with Neale, even though she was divorced from my dad.
Your granddad.
I'm sorry, you're right. My granddad. I'm sorry, my granddad. Thank you. This has got to be it, because the 1942 makes sense. Now, my dad was born in 1916, so she would have been, what, 27 years old when she had him, and I guess that's about right.
Okay.
So, hey, I think this is it. Okay. And let me go over here and find...
Okay, we're rolling now.
Okay, here's another Ranson. It's probably a brother or sister of my father's mom. Anyway, it's Mary Gropner. That name does not mean anything to me. Even though she died in 1968, I don't think I ever met her. I would have been 20 years old, and that name doesn't mean anything to me. And she looks like she was married to Herman Beverly, and that name doesn't mean anything to me either. But because of Ranson, it's probably, and they're buried right next to each other, they're somehow related to my dad's wife. I said mom, but earlier I meant dad's wife.
Okay.
All right. Well,
thank